And we're back with the race while we try to get audio for the rest of the people in the room. They're gonna move on to the third race. Very exciting race so far. IceBeam, having gotten 2 first place finishes, has a pretty solid lead at the moment. Behind him is most likely AMuseofFire with a 2nd place lead, and then unfortunately a 3rd place lead. But SSK fighting very hard. SSK does still in it to win the trophy.
Although that's like not loud. Yeah. Is that loud?
Whoa. Ooh.
Yeah, we don't want to drown him out.
Yeah, should be fine. Alright, we're gonna be... Alrighty then, IceBeam shoots into the lead with a 1st place spot. Dominating control at the moment. Then we have AMuseofFire dropping to 5th place, unfortunately. SSK64 in the back, 3rd, fighting hard to get up to the lead. Jacob, very excited, fighting very hard in 9th place. And using very... Jacob, the mental mind games going on between the players is a very important aspect of competition. Doesn't seem to be affecting IceBeam. IceBeam very cold, ice in his ears, can't hear anything. AMuseofFire, only the burning roar of flames fueling him to fight for 1st place, but gets hit unfortunately. They all get blasted into tiny versions of themselves. SSK64 in the 5th place spot, unfortunately. But if we recall to the actually the 2nd game, he also was in the last place spot, just waited his time, let IceBeam and AMuseofFire fight it out. While they were focused on each other, he snuck into 1st and maintained it. It was unfortunately a blue shell, which is a very powerful item that automatically targets 1st player and blows them up. Messed up both IceBeam and AMuseofFire. Hopefully we have similar luck in this race and SSK64 can jump to 1st place. Unfortunately, SSK64 fighting hard to just maintain 3rd. AMuseofFire with handy 3 red shells, holding on to the last one until he's able to load up. Oh no, the ink blinds everyone, and it must have been a move by Jacob. Jacob in the back, collecting the most items. Now he is now a bullet, literal bullet. But unfortunately he comes in at 9th. Alright, now Jacob gets to pick a course. Is this, well, he'll be able to pick a course that allows him to shoot to 1st and take this entire race? He was very excited for the trophy. He really wanted the trophy. So, right now, IceBeam is in the lead. IceBeam, having gotten 2 1st place finishes, or 3 1st place finishes at this point, has a pretty commanding point lead. AMuseofFire right on the tails, and SSK64 behind there. Jacob fighting hard, picks his favorite stage. But IceBeam, maybe this is IceBeam's favorite stage too. Shoots into 1st place. AMuseofFire doesn't like dragons apparently. He's trailing at 5th. Whereas SSK64 proving he loves dragons too, and takes the 1st place spot. Neck and neck between, oh, no more neck and neck. IceBeam throwing a bomb behind him and putting SSK64 pretty handedly into 3rd place, while AMuseofFire fights for 2nd. Going into the second lap, IceBeam building on his lead pretty handedly, but being number one, all it does is paint a target on your back. IceBeam being the second place has also a target on his back, but nobody really cares about second. Only think of second after they become first. The blue shell does hit IceBeam, but not enough to allow IceBeam to take the lead. IceBeam's lead on this map is very solid. Big gap between him and even second place. And SSK64 falling a little bit further behind. This map is pretty treacherous, but it's never treacherous when you're a giant bullet, as Jacob is right now, just flying through. Oh, Jacob with the blue shell. Oh, and he just tosses it. Now, when a player gets a blue shell, how they use the blue shell is very telling of their personality. If they hold on to the blue shell, then they are cautious, strategic players. If they immediately throw it, they're living in the moment. They're living in the moment. There is no tomorrow. There is no next race. There's only this race and the blue shell. Despite lots of setbacks, IceBeam is still in the lead by a major margin. Finishes first solidly with SSK64 in second, IceBeam in fifth, and that's really gonna affect the rankings. IceBeam pretty handily in first place, will likely win this Cure Cup. However, SSK64 and IceBeam, they're fighting for that second place spot. So we'll see when the points come out. Thank you everyone who is tuning in. We will remind you that if you go to the JDRF website, you can find the Type None charity and donate through there. You can also go to the Type None website and check us out on Twitter at Type None GP. Through there, you can find the link to the JDRF website so that you can donate to this wonderful cause. And here we go. Congratulations to IceBeam, taking first place with 60 points. We have Inkling Boy, a computer, got second place with 42 points. And then in third place is AMuseofFire. In fourth place is SSK64. And in very last place, very handily, the cautious driver. This boy you don't have to worry about when he goes to get his learner's permit. He is going to be a clean, straight A student. He'll be number one there.